Hey guys, Neil here once again from Pop Cultured with Silver Screen Sheen and team. Check us out on the radio every Saturday at 5 p.m. at cjbk.com. That's a Bell Media station on iHeartRadio. And today I've got another movie review coming at you. And this time I reviewed A Quiet Place. It's a very suspenseful, intense movie with some really nice visuals, some really nice directing and editing here. It was directed by John Krasinski, the actor, who also stars in the film, and he also co-wrote the screenplay along with Brian Woods and Scott Beck. So this movie is, like I said, very intense, very scary, very big on the jump scares. If you love jump scare movies like I do, you're gonna love it, and it's a lot of fun that way. It's like a haunted house, you know. I loved it. I loved every second of this movie. There's very little dialogue, in this movie. It's all about the visuals, the sign language, of course, the use of sign language is very prevalent in this movie, so that's something that they used very creatively and to great effect. The children are actually really good, very expressive in this film. The main plot is basically that it's the future, it's not too far off future, and Earth has basically been dominated by these creatures. I'm not going to say too much about them or reveal what they are, but they are these predatory beings that have very sensitive hearing. So just like the trailer suggests, any sound and they'll kill you, they'll hunt you. So that's basically the deal here, is that any sound will alarm the creatures. So there are sequences in this movie where there's a family that's just pretty smart family. They know what they're doing. They know how to stay quiet all the time. But then accidents happen and there's a noise, and then all of a sudden the creatures start hunting them and they have to hide from them. And it's just so silent and so disturbing, but in a good way. For me, like I said, I'm a big fan of these kind of movies, so I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great movie. I'm not going to reveal too much about the plot, certainly not. There's too much here. I don't want to talk too much about it without spoiling it. It's difficult. I don't want to spoil anything, but it is a really good movie, very impressive movie from, I believe it's the first time director John Krasinski. His real life wife Emily Blunt is in the film, and she's just as good at showing fear as she is at showing toughness in movies like Edge of Tomorrow. So I really like Emily Blunt. I think she can do pretty much anything. And it's just a really, really well done movie with some creative twists here. And a nice ending too, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, I don't want to spoil nothing. So, but definitely go check this movie out. There's a lot of hype for it, and hope it doesn't get too overhyped with its like 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, or whatever the case may be. That kind of gives it this really incredible expectation, like wow, best horror movie ever. Then it's, I don't know if it's that good, but it's certainly up there. And it's definitely one of the best movies of the year. I'm going to go out on a limb and predict that, even though it's only April. So anyway, if you love horror movies, you love jump scare movies, like, Saw and The Conjuring, those kind of movies, movies that will freak you out and things will jump out, if that's your kind of movie, definitely check it out. It is very reminiscent of movies like Insidious and whatnot in that regard, and just how really well done and effective, the directing is here. And that's all I'm going to say. I just thought it was great. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. And I really want to see it again. I want to see it with more people. I want to see their reactions to it. Because that's a lot of fun, seeing people freak out and just jump out of their seats. But anyway, thanks again, guys, for checking out this quick movie review. Once again, my name is Neil, Temple of Doom. Check us out on the radio, Pop Cultured, with your host, Greg Silver Screen Sheen, and the team, of course, on CJBK Radio. That's cjbk.com. So check us out Saturdays at 5. And until next time, guys, peace.